Guine-Bissau. Abana Verde. Verde Mbonyi.
So after doing some spiritual investigation, I was able to pinpoint the village that my distant ancestors were from. The village is called Nghaie and was a major Balanta stronghold in Guine-Bissau's liberation struggle against Portugal. Because it has been 7 generations since my Balanta ancestor was taken from this land, I wanted to do something special to honor him. So I decided to do this by embracing my ancestral culture by becoming a Nghaie. Nghaie is the Balanta age grade of young men between the ages of 21 and 25 years old. They are the main workers and protectors of the village. So here I am among the Nghaie of Nghaie, who are about to honorarily welcome me among their ranks. Since I'm still learning Krasa, which is Balanta language, I didn't completely understand this part, but I believe what Tobimi was saying is, you've been to that part of the village, now you will see this part, and you will be able to record it. One thing that I noticed was how the Ngaies carried around wooden swords with them. It reminded me of my Mantu practice of stick fighting. What you are hearing is an instrument called the fetetm. It is an instrument made out of a cow horn, and it's the primary instrument of the Nghaie, which is used for communication. It is not dissimilar to the abeng, which is a war horn used by the Jamaican Maroons. The Nghaie are using the fetetm horn to announce to the village that there will be a ceremony. Binyambrasa, aka Balanta people, often use various instruments for long-distance communication. These instruments include the fetetm, bombalom, chekle, and fumboyo, just to name a few. At this point, the group was starting to split up. Some of the Nghaie volunteered to retrieve the materials needed for the ceremony. We were actually walking through some old garden beds here, and because it's the dry season, there's no vegetation and only the mounds remain. The attire of the Nghaie who are on duty features a headpiece, necklace, and bracelets, all made of rings of palm straw. I've only seen Nghaie perform in ceremonies online, so needless to say, I was excited to see and learn the moves to the dances. It was now time to equip the Nghaie uniform. They had brought me some extra gear to try on and see if it fit. We had to find the right size, and I'm tall, so a lot of things didn't fit me. Many of the adornments worn by Nghaie are actually magical charms that offer protection and strength while completing their task. The Nghaie with the sword on his back is preparing the lute, which is the white clay that Nghaie normally wear on their bodies. The clay has healing properties when applied topically, and as it hardens, it can act even as a cast for injured limbs. Cowbells are normally tied around the waist of the Nghaie to act as an alarm for the village. In addition to being the protectors and workers, the Nghaie are also the enforcers of ancestral laws passed down by the elders. It is said that when one hears bells ringing, they know that the Nghaie are coming, so they should make sure that they are in alignment with the laws of the village.
Sanjao, they call you. Answer.
Next, we're equipping what's called mbroch. Mbroch is a palm straw bracelet that is worn by the Nghaie.
Your Nghaie's name. My Nghaie name? Yeah. I have to have another name? Temporary, I have to give you Nghaie name though. Nituk Sanso. I thought they were playing with me, but it was true. All Nghaie received new names along with their new role. Bituk Nghaie names hold a hidden meaning, but since Nghaie are as a rule humorous and jovial, their names have like a comical connotation to them. Now it was time to apply the lute. I immediately felt the clay start to dry as it spread on my body.
Yeah. That's your mom from Nghaie.
I felt powerful with the lute on me. I could tell that the people were getting excited seeing me get geared up. I was the first African American of Balanta descent to return to his ancestral village and take part in a Balanta age grade ceremony. To my left was Binyan, who was the local doctor of Nghaie. To my right was my dear friend Mario, who has facilitated my return to Guine-Bissau for the last 3 years. By this time, the other Nghaie were beginning to prepare themselves for the ceremony. Now this triangle is actually a symbol of another age grade called Nwach. It is said that it represents elegance, so y'all know I had to show a little bit of style. And the people were feeling it. The Nwach are younger than the Nghaie, and have the role of being long-distance messengers for the elders. Nuach travel to far-off villages to deliver important messages. So personally, I believe that the triangle actually represents the wings of a bird, but that's my personal opinion. The Benin were hollering because one of their husbands had come forward to join the Nghaie. There are generally two different types of Nghaie, Nghaie Son and Nghaie Dang. Nghaie Son being the small Nghaie and Nghaie Dang being the big Nghaie. The main differentiation is in the age. There are some who go through the Nghaie ceremony at earlier ages, and this is often for festivals. And then there are some who remain Nghaie until well into their adulthood before becoming Lante and Dang.
I go to the Nghaie age grade in Balanta culture, as you can see.
Sankofa.
Monday Charlie Wood.
The Nghaie who had departed earlier had finally started to return. Now, this particular Nghaie was especially charismatic. He actually reminded me of someone that I went to high school with. I didn't realize it at the time, but we were actually witnessing wase, which is the word for wash or shower in the Xhosa language. This is like a traditional Nghaie pastime ritual. How it works is traditionally the Nghaie would go down to the muddy banks of the river early in the rising before going to work. They would normally do this in groups to wase kalut, which means bathe with mud.
This looks like it's just...
Before I could finish my observation, the Nghaie that just came in had got himself tangled in his Nuach triangle. So Binyan and I attempted to help him. It was around this time that something odd was about to happen though.
There began a commotion among the Benin, which is the plural form of women, that were in attendance. Apparently, the commotion was about my sandals.
No.
Anna, the Nin I met earlier, had insisted that I go barefoot for my ceremony. But my Nghaie mother would not allow it. She exclaimed, "My son will not go without shoes," according to Mario.
Why did you take it off in the first place?
I thought the whole thing was hilarious, so I responded with some FAYE. I wanted to show them that I'm perfectly fine being barefoot. The whole thing seemed to rile up the Nghaie next to me, who just got free of his wardrobe malfunction. Anna came back, this time to make an addition to my outfit. Next was to attach the bidok, which are the ankle shakes. These are worn by the Nghaie to make noise with each step they make while they dance. Nghaie tend to perform big stomps, which imitate the stomping of a bull, which is the sacred animal of the Nghaie. The bidok are essentially mango seeds stuffed with smaller seeds that rattle when shaken. Wambu and Binato. The last thing was to carry the symbolic rice sack. This Nghaie is putting on gear typically associated with the Nkuman age grade. That is a necklace made up of numerous chains he's putting on around his neck. And after all that, we were off. We were now going to commence the ceremony, which would consist of performing the daily activities of the Nghaie. In this case, running around the village, eating, dancing, and finally, wrestling. Stay tuned for the next video where I show you all of these activities and how it went for me. Abeni Abik. Thank you for watching. Wate.